I stopped a kid playing Fortnite. So I'm an electrician, and I got called out to this house because the owner kept tripping his breaker. I show up, and this guy answers the door looking like he hasn't slept in 3 days. Tells me his name's Wayne, and that the power's been cutting out randomly for weeks. I give him my usual speech about needing to shut off power for maybe 10 minutes. Wayne nods real quick and practically runs toward the basement stairs, yelling at his kids to shut everything down. Weird energy from him, but whatever. I'm outside checking the main panel when this scrawny 12-year-old kid stomps up to me. Full-on attitude, arms crossed. "You need to turn the power back on right now," he says. Not asks, demands. I look over at Wayne, who's just standing there on the porch, scrolling on his phone, not even glancing up. "Hey buddy, I'll have it back on in about 5 minutes, okay?" I keep my voice friendly. He huffs and walks away. 2 minutes later, he's back. "What's taking so long? I was in the middle of a really important Fortnite match and my squad's gonna lose because of you." I can feel my jaw clenching, but I stay professional. "Almost done. Just a couple more minutes." Wayne's still on his phone. Doesn't even look up. That's what gets me. Not even the kid, really. But the fact that this dad is letting his son talk to an adult like I'm some servant. I've got a nephew around this age, and if he ever spoke to someone like that, my sister would lose her mind. So when I finish the actual repair, I don't flip the breaker back on right away. I take my sweet time organizing my tools in my truck, checking my phone messages, basically killing another 10 minutes. Petty? Yeah, but I'm only human. I'm finally walking back to restore the power when something catches my eye. The meter's spinning way faster than it should be for a house with everything supposedly off. I just dealt with this exact situation 2 weeks ago where the homeowner had old server equipment running they forgot about, so I know what to look for now. I check the panel again. There's this janky secondary line running into the basement that wasn't on any permits. It's pulling massive power even with the main breaker off. I knock on the door. Wayne answers and his whole face changes. "Hey man, you got something running in your basement? Your meter's going crazy even with everything off." His face goes white. "No, everything's off like you said. I've seen this before. Usually it's old equipment people forget about. Mind if I take a look?" He literally steps into the doorway to block it. "Actually, I think we're good. You fixed the breaker, right?" Now I'm getting suspicious. "Sir, if there's an electrical issue, I need to document it. Liability thing for me." The kid appears behind his dad. "Just leave already so I can play my game." Wayne puts his hand on the kid's shoulder but won't look at me. "Seriously, we're fine." That's when it clicks. The kid's not just spoiled. He's being kept busy on purpose. Wayne wants him glued to that game so he stays out of the basement. I pull out my work tablet. "All right, but I'm noting in my report that there's an unauthorized electrical draw I wasn't permitted to inspect. My company requires it." I'm genuinely typing when Wayne runs out looking panicked. "Wait, okay, look, I've got some mining rigs in the basement. Cryptocurrency stuff. It's legal, but I maybe didn't get the right permits." "How many rigs?" He hesitates. 15. Holy hell. The neighborhood had been complaining about power fluctuations for months, and the utility company had been investigating. I know this because they'd sent a notice to every contractor asking us to report unusual draws. "You know your neighbors have been dealing with brownouts because of you, right?" Wayne looks at the ground. "I'll shut it down. Here's the thing. I could have just left, but this guy let his kid disrespect me while he was literally stealing power from the whole neighborhood. And I'm thinking about the utility company notice that specifically mentioned medical equipment failures. I called them right there. They sent someone out within an hour. Turned out Wayne had been pulling so much power he'd damaged the transformer serving 6 houses. The utility company fined him around $4 grand and made him pay for repairs. The kicker? They gave me a $500 finder's fee for solving their months-long problem. It was in their notice. I just never thought I'd actually find anything. Wayne had to shut down his whole operation. The neighborhood's power has been perfect since.